All right. What's poppin'? So your girl came to rant, communicate, conversate, whatever we like to call it today. Bitch, I thought I had a cough. Today, we are going to talk about the model of life. But first, hi, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Lina. I go by Lina, the Hood Therapist. I am here to help you heal, grow, and thrive, only if you want to. It is up to you to decide if you want to heal, not just the surface level, my love, but deep down inside. In your soul, in your spirit, all right? And I want you to know this journey is not going to be easy journey. You might even have to fight for your motherfucking life, okay? But I believe in you. I believe that you will be able to conquer this. I will believe that you'll be able to destroy all those obstacles that is in front of you. I believe that you will be able to conquer all of those challenges, okay, my love? So come along, come on this journey with us to heal and grow and thrive and be a better person for yourself and for God, okay? Now, back to the topic at hand. The model of life. So, for those that do not know, your girl used to be a model. And I mean full-blown model, right? Like, okay, no, I would consider myself that moment in my life, I think I was like 22, 23. I can't remember, but like I modeled. Like I did like a couple of shows, like walked fashion runways, did like a couple of photo shoots and stuff like that. I used to model. And one thing about a model, bitch, you have to walk that runway and strut your stuff no matter what. All eyes are on you. All eyes are on you when you're modeling. You're going to pose and let that motherfucking photographer get your picture. See, let me tell y'all, okay? Let me tell y'all the beginning of how I modeled. I don't remember if I told y'all this shit or not. It's been some years, like 2 years, 3 years, or whatever, since I've modeled. So it's been a minute. So I don't know if I told you motherfuckers about my modeling situation or whatever. I know I told you a little bit about it, but I don't think I ever told y'all how I truly started it. And I might have in a story or whatever. But it's been a couple years, and I don't mind telling the story again, right? But, so, let's talk about it, right? I don't know what I was doing that year at all. But I know I didn't have shit to do, and I had no job, no nothing. I was just, at my mama's crib, like, living life, trying to figure out what's the next step for me. And I seen this post on Facebook, and it was like, looking for plus-size models to walk, this time, blah, 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 cool, whatever. It was literally in the middle of the night, I think, like 1-something in the morning, I think. It was past, I know it was past 10 o'clock. I was up late, it was past 10 o'clock. And so I'm just, I see it, and I'm just like, oh, shit, cool. So I text the woman, right? I text the woman, hey, I don't know if you're still looking for a plus-size model to walk for you, but I don't mind walking for you. Like I said, I am not experienced, no nothing. This will be my first time. I don't tell her that, but this will be my first time walking, right? Doing anything model-wise. Like, this would be my first time. So I'm just like, okay, like, let's do this, let's try this, YOLO, like, we finna get out there, we finna take a leap, we finna take a step. We're not finna be, we might be afraid, but it's okay. You could be afraid and still take that step to something new, to try something new, to experience something new, right? So that's what I did, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just finna try it, right? So I'm like, I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna do me and try it. And bruh, for those of you that do not know, this bitch is a wig. And I need to put some more makeup on it. I'm probably the only one that knows that bitch, and some of you other haters, but I know it's that shit. Anyway, so I asked her, and she texted me. She was like, yeah, I still need some if you're available at this time. Da da da. Literally was the next day. The next day I don't remember what time I had to get there, but it was the next day. I think I had to get there by like 10, I think, in the morning, and it was like 11 something. It was late at night, and I'm just like, damn, I gotta search this stuff up because I gotta catch the bus and da 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 and all this extra shit. So I'm just like, cool, whatever. I was like, yeah, I don't mind, because like I said, I'm trying something new. So the day comes, I don't sleep at all. Like, when I get the information, like the confirmation from the woman that she still needs somebody, and we made a confirmation that, yeah, I can do it and I can come, and that's this, that, and the third. She, like, I didn't go to sleep. I was like, fuck it. Why am I going to sleep, right? Like, if I go to sleep, I'm going to miss it, because I know me, and I know that I'm going to need some time to sleep. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm not finna go to sleep. I'm just finna chill. And I chill until the time, right? And it takes me, I think, an hour or so on the bus to get to the place. And then I would have to walk, right? So I get on the bus, and I think I had to go, like, on 2 different buses. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. I would have to go in my past to remember that shit. And I just know that I had to catch the bus, and I don't remember if it was 1 or 2, whatever. I had to catch the bus, and I had to get there. And I got to the point where there was no more, like, the buses didn't go down there. So I'm just like, all right, cool. So I'm just like, all right, cool, whatever. So I start to walk it. Well, before I get off the bus, I eat an orange, but this orange was kind of warm because I had put it in my bag earlier, right? And I've been on the bus for like an hour or so. And so you probably like, oh, that orange is fine, but like, I guess it wasn't, because I ate it, right? And later in the story, you will see why, right? So I ate it, and I'm just like, all right, cool. And I get off the bus, and I'm glad I got off the bus, because I think that is why I got off the bus, but that was my stop anyway. So literally at my stop, when I got off the bus, I started to feel weird. I'm just like, damn, I didn't know if it was nerves or if it was the orange that was not sitting right in my stomach. And the thing is, that's the only thing I ate. I didn't eat nothing else. I only had that, like, orange tangerine. It was a small one, so it wasn't no big ass orange like those regular ones. No, it was like a mini orange or whatever. I think they're called tangerines. I can't fucking remember. Anyway, I start walking, and I don't know where I'm going. Like, I checked the thing. I can't remember if my phone was off at the time and I was using Wi-Fi from, like, the bus and trying to walk and stuff, or my phone was on and I was trying to figure out, the GPS or whatever. But I started walking, right? And I'm walking, and I go this one way, and I'm just like, dang, I wonder if this is the way. And I can't tell, but I get really, really sick, right? I get really, really sick. And I go, like, there's this, the way I was walking was like, I was walking around like a lake or a river or whatever, but then on the other side, it's like a street, that's a straightway street, busy street, right? So I had, here, let me do try to do a visual. So if I'm getting off the bus, right, of course, every bus that you get off, you're facing a certain way to where you get off on the right side of the bus. So I get off the bus, right, and I start walking straight, and then I turn to the right, and then I'm walking straight, and I get to like this busy road, and then I cross over that road, and I go straight, and then when I go straight, it's like this little curve where there was like I said, the lake and stuff, right? It was like a walk path for everybody. It was like a walk path. So I'm walking there, and I get to I walk about like 15, 20 minutes, right? And I start to get nauseous, and I literally go to the corner Right. Right? You already know where this is going. I go to the corner and let's just say life happened and a bitch got sick, right? Did that over there, and I sat, then I had to stop and I sit down because there was a bench over there too. So I sit down and I'm like, damn, I wonder if somebody just seen me do that shit. And I know personally I don't want to see nobody do that shit, right? Because that shit is nasty. Like, I get it, it's normal, but in reality, if you really think about it, it's not normal to do that shit because it is something that is toxic that is coming out of your motherfucking system, right? I always was not a fan of that shit, right? And if for those that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, throwing up, bitch. Throwing the fuck up, bitch. Like, now we're back on topic, right? So I sit there on a bench, right? And I'm just like, man, like, oh, that's my neighbor. I'm like, man, like, I don't know what I should do. Like, should I go home? Should I keep going? Like, I'm running off of no hours of sleep. Like, I didn't eat. Like, I wasn't prepared. I was not fucking prepared, right? I was not fucking prepared. So I'm just like, okay, what should I do? Especially after not, like, I'm not feeling good. But then I was just like, fuck it, like, just go. Like, just go, right? So I'm still walking, trying to figure out the motherfucking location, trying to figure out where I need to go. Come to find out, that street that I crossed over the first time, I was supposed to stay on that street and turn right and go all the way down. But the thing was, I was already going all the way down anyway. I was just on the other end of the street, right? But then it brought me back to the main street. And when I tell you, bro, it was a straight shot, bro. And where I had to go was all the way down there. Like, I feel like if you were in a car and you was driving that street, from where I had to get off for the bus to where I had to go, I want to say that was like a good 30-minute drive. Facts. 30-minute drive. But I walked that bitch. So it took me an hour, I want to say, hour 15, hour 20 minutes or whatever. And I walked that shit. And the thing is, I interacted with people on that walk, right? There was this person that was walking, because I think I had asked them, do you know where this is, where this building is? And he was like, yeah, you see that building, you see that tower all the way in the distance? And I go, yeah. He said, that's it. I'm like, I started swagging. I'm like, when you wish you had a car the whole time, you only on the bus because you ain't got no motherfucking money for no car. At that time, I didn't have no car, and I didn't have nobody to drop me off because I think my mom had work something. Anyway, so I'm just like, all right. And I walk on down, and the person that told me about the place, right? Were they walking to me? I think they were walking. I can't fucking remember. I don't know if they was walking to me or walking like from behind me, like towards me, or in the front. Like, I don't know if they was walking to me from the front or to me from the back. Like, I can't remember. But all I remember was they told me that, and I was like, all right, thank you. And they was walking with their dog, and they were walking, and they walked all the way down there, out of sight. And I'm just like, all right. Like, cause they was walking, they was speed walking, but it was like their normal walk. This was their normal walk, and they walked all the way down there, and they walking all the way back, and I'm still not at the end where they told me. And I'm just like, dang, you walk fast. He was like, yeah, this is my normal walk, my normal routine. We come out here and walk like that. Like, when I first started walking this, it took me a while, but now I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, and thank you again, for the information. It's like, no problem. So we disappeared. They disappeared behind me. Yes. They disappeared behind me, and then they came back. Or was it? I don't fucking remember. I thought I just remembered, but it just made me confused again. But anyway, They disappear again. So it's just me, right? And I'm walking, and then I get to the spot where they told me that, I can't go this, like, when I get to that light or whatever, I can't go this way. I have to go around this little area, like, into the trees and stuff, and then go out. And there was like a little golf area outside, and people were throwing frisbees, and people were walking and all that. So I'm just like, all right, cool. And so I'm just going, and I finally get to the place, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I know the woman, right? Like, I talk to, but I don't know who to talk to, because the place that we're in is like this restaurant type of ordeal, where people are in here chit-chatting, having bars and everything. Like, it basically was like a bar, but I think family kids were in there. I don't know. It was basically a restaurant where it was attached to like a big, how certain restaurants have like a big open room in the back for special occasions and events and stuff like that. Yeah, we were back there, and I'm just like, okay. But I didn't know we were back there at the time, and I had walked in. Like, I walked into the place, and I'm looking around, and I'm trying to see, where to go. But then I seen this man, and I don't know. In my head, it's like, I know this man from somewhere. Where do I know this man from? And I look at him, and I said, are you one of the models? And he was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, are you a model? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, bet. We're actually over here in the back. And I was like, all right, cool. And so he takes me back there. It's a nice setup. I wish I could show y'all like the video of the walk, the whole situation, because I have a video somewhere, I think on my Instagram. If you want to go check that shit out on my Instagram, or it might even be on my motherfucking Facebook. If you want to check that shit out, it's quite a ways down. So if I was you, I would go to like the reel section, because if you go to my regular page and just go down, you will get hit with a whole bunch of photos and quotes and stuff like that, and other videos. So I would go to my reels and just go through the reels, and it'll be easier because I don't really do too much reels, right? Compared to the pictures and stuff, the pictures and quotes and stuff. And you would see like the outfits that I wore and stuff like that, and the venue that we were in. My bad. That shit gross. I know spitting is normal, but it's still gross. But yeah. And I get there, and I was like, all right. And I'm like one of the couple of first ones there, mainly one of the first models there, or so I thought, because the people that were there, they were the hosts, but they were also models. So I interacted with them. I think it was like I don't know. There was a DJ, there was a host, there was a couple of hosts. There was 4 people that were the hosts, like the people that were running stuff and all that jazz. It was really nice, right? And so eventually people start trickling in and all that, and I'm interacting with them, and I'm just there, right? And bro, I know. It's like, why go out the camera when you're already smoking? I don't care, bro. Like, it don't matter to me. I really don't care. I just be doing whatever. But back to what I was saying. Eventually the models start trickling in, and I don't see the designer that I was walking for. And I'm just like, all right, like, I wonder if she's coming. Like, am I still going to walk, whatever, and all this stuff, right? And as we're waiting for everybody to come in, they got music playing, and they setting stuff up, and I'm over here painting my toes and stuff, looking nice, because, like, if I'm going to be out here and I'm going to take pictures, bitch, I better look nice. Well, I want to show y'all I wish I had my other phone, but it's on the charger. Shit, that bitch might be charged. Nah, bro, I really want to show you the pictures. Like, y'all really need to go check that shit out. Like, especially for it to be my first time as a model, right? Let that bitch go by, because she loud as hell. Right, like I was saying, I was getting ready, because if I'm gonna be on the motherfucking, internet, I might as well look decent, right? So I'm ready and everything, like getting ready and everything. All the other models is getting ready and everything. There's designers trying clothes on with other models and all that jazz. And not only that, we're rehearsing, they're going through the walk, and I'm going through the walk. And like I said, this is my first time, but I am a fast learner. So by the grace of God, thank you. Because if I wasn't a fast learner, bitch, that would have been tragic. But I'm a fast learner. So I learned that shit like, well, of course I have mistakes, because this is my first time. And not only that, my first time modeling. And not only that, I'm surrounded by motherfuckers that I don't know, and they're watching me walk down a runway. Of course I'm going to make motherfucking mistakes on my first try. Of course. My second try. Of course. My third try. No, I didn't. But I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. Because that was one of my moments in life that I was just like, I enjoyed that. And I don't mind doing that shit again. But right now, it's just like, I want to be on a different level than what I was before, I want to be on a different level. But y'all, it was raining earlier, and my jacket just got wet. Leaning out the goddamn window, trying to get something. But back to the topic. I basically, went through it and everything, and it was nice. I had a model. She helped me, walk through the walk, and I was just like, awesome, right? And I go through it, and we're all there, and then we run through it like the show, like how the show is, like such and such designers models, here, such and such designers models here, or this designer's models here, this designer's models here. They go, like, the first designer go first, the second designer third. Basically we're lined up like we used to be in kindergarten. Line up behind the line up behind the person in front of you. This is where I want you. This is where I want you. They're placing you for the behind the scenes models, bro. You gotta give these motherfuckers prop. When I tell you it's chaos. And when I tell you my modeling career, chaos. But it was still the baddest of the bad. Chaos, but still the baddest of the bad. We came, we conquered, and we still did that shit. Bro, when I tell you, you have to, if there is one way possible for you to truly become a model for one day, I would say do it, so you can see how chaotic it can be behind the scenes, but then how marvelous the motherfucking outcome be. Come on, God. Wait. Oh, yo, I'm sorry. God was just talking to me. As I was saying that, God was talking to me like, listen to what you're saying. Even though it's chaotic behind the scenes, the outcome is finna be marvelous. So yeah, it might be chaotic. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, but yes, it might be chaotic. Yes, it might be crazy. But the outcome is finna be fantastic. The outcome is finna be that shit, right? But back to what I was saying, right? So eventually, the show was about to start, and then my designer comes. She came a little late, which is fine. We learned that this is who she is, but she comes and she's prepared, and she's like, even though she be late, it still be, we don't worry too much, because yeah. But I'm there, and I meet with the designer, and she tries me on a couple of things. She tries me on a couple of things. There's this one outfit that she put me on. It was like a one piece with a cape, and it was long, and I had black hair, bitch. It was blue, and it was gorgeous, and I had black heels on. It was nice. Actually, I think I had that on the other day. The other outfit. But anyway, so I put that on, right? and the show is about to start, and we're lined up and we're ready, right? And then the first designers, people go, the second, whatever. I can't remember what part we were in, but we were like towards the middle. And so when we were set, I was not the first person to walk out. I was kind of in the middle. Like, I was in the middle. We were in the middle show, but we are also in the middle. Well, I was also in the middle line when it came to my designer, right? So everybody's walking out, and then I walk out and I sit and I wait in line, right? Like, it's my next time, like the next turn. Like, I'm next. Like, I'm literally next. So I come from behind. And mind you, let me tell y'all the outlay. What the fuck, Lina? How you not gonna give the motherfucking setting? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So let me tell y'all the setting, right? How do I want to tell y'all? So let me tell y'all from walking into there, right? So you walk in, right? And there's this little area. It's a decent size. And then you turn to the left and you walk out. And then when you walk out, like I want to say a little bit, not too much, but a good amount. It's like, if I remember correctly, it's a big open space. So it's kind of like it's kind of like this, right? If you take your hands, kind of like a hand shape like this. So it's like I said, you walk in this way, and this is a nice area right here, and then you turn and you walk a little bit, and there's a big square area right there, right? And then there's windows and doors, and the light is shining in and all that. And then how they had it set up, like in the big space there, they had like a curtain for us, a big, like a black curtain, long black curtain for the models to be behind to change and all that jazz, right? Get naked, because you gotta get naked. So for some of us, we had to get naked, bro. And I was just like, oh my. And there were men there too. There were male models. And luckily, for those that are actual male models, they are not the type to, we're not going to say that, because of course they're going to look, but they're not the type to stare. And there's a difference between looking and staring. Like, bitch, why are you staring at me? Like, just like, come on, right? And so it's against the back wall. So when you walk in, turn left, go a little more, open space. In the back of the open space, when you look to your left again, is where the curtain is, right? And then over here is where the chairs are, the little pathway that we walk, right? And then on the other end, where it's by the doors and stuff, the doors and the windows, is where the DJ was. And then in the beginning, where we walked in, when we first walk into the place, that's where the vendors were, the people, where you go up to their tables and they have things to like offer you and stuff like that. That's where they were. And then, like I said, you walk in. Oh, and there was a bar back there. Damn, we had 20% of crazy. There was a bar back there, and I'm just like, cool. Ain't there a way to do that shit? Hold on, y'all. Whatever. I'm not seeing nothing. But anyway, like I was saying, bro, make it short. That's basically how it was. So I'm at the point where I am walking up to the part where it's about time for me to step out and show myself, show the outfit and all that, right? So I'm there and I'm waiting, and the guy that is one of the hosts, he's waiting for me, like he's putting his hand up, like wait before I step out to the open to where the people see me, right? So he cues me in, and I step out and I stop, and then I wait until the model that is up there walks that way, and then I start walking. And not only that, he's also there telling me to go as well. So I walk, right? And I'm walking out there, and I have, like I said, a goddamn a cape. Okay, I got a goddamn cape on, and they call it a train. I got a train on, so I'm walking with it, and I have to hold it so I don't fall, right? And so I'm there, and I get there, and I pose, right? And I'm not really focused. Like, I don't know where my eyes are, to be honest with you. I think it's just forward, because I'm not trying to look at the people, right? And so I go, when the model moves, I go, and then I go forward. And so let me tell you how it was. I walk out, right? And I stop in the middle, and I turn to the right, and I'm there, and then I go down that aisle, right? And I stop, and I take pictures there. And then I turn to the left, right? And then I go down there, and I take pictures, right? And then I do a turnaround. And with the train, it is not easy to do a turnaround. For those that know, they know. You can slip on a fucking train, okay? So you have to take it. And what the funny thing is, I did trip on the motherfucking train, bitch. That was one of the mistakes I made. I was going all good until I had to do that turnaround, and I slipped a little. Thankfully, I caught myself. But with that, I made a mistake. With that mistake, I made another mistake, because I was supposed to go down and then stop and then turn around and take another picture, but I didn't. I just went straight on in, and I'm just like, bro, I slipped a little. And then not only that, I was supposed to take a picture and all that. And she's like, go back out there. Why the fuck would I go back out there? In my head, I'm just like, I'm already gone, so why would I go back out there and mess up like one of the models or whatever, right? So I'm not gonna do that. And not only that, it was literally end. So it's just like, it is what it is, right? So I do that shit, right? And I have to go. We have to do like a zip or a zigzag, a zip, I think it's called though. But it might be a zigzag. It's basically when we, after the first designer, all of the models go out there and walk the little walk and then go right back, right? So I do that, and go right back. And then I have to get ready for my next designer, which I didn't even know I was walking for her. So I'm just like, all right, cool. And I put on the stuff, and they're literally snipping, bro. It's crazy, because I had the outfit on, and I was like, all right. And they kept, designers, they're on the go. Like, if they don't like it, they finna snip that shit and try to figure out how to make it look good, right? And that's what they was doing. They literally took scissors and snipped that off, like snipped a part of the wardrobe off me. And it was like, yes, this looks better, da-da-da. Here's the shoes. They put me on some shiny shoes. I'm just there, and I'm just like, all right. And so I go, the next time. And the next time, I go through, I will do the walkthrough, fine. The walkthrough was fine. But I did not do the zip or the zigzag, whatever the fuck. I didn't do the line, right? At the end where all the models go through. I didn't do that one. I forgot to... I forgot to do that one. Not only that, one of my the main designer that I had told me that because I asked her what now. She's like, take that off, and I was like, all right. But then we both made a mistake, because she was moving so much, so she forgot that I had to do that too. So she was like, it's fine, it is what it is. So that was my second, third mistake, right? And then come to find out, we had to do another walk where it's just the models, and they made their own fucking style. And I'm just sitting there like, I didn't even know I had to make my own style. Like, what are we talking about, right? And so I'm just like, okay, what do I got, bro? And they was like, just put on some, like, just make your own style. So I put on what I had on, like, what I came in, which was all black. Black pants, black pants, black shirt. And what shoes did I have? I think I had black shoes. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, black boots. My black combat heel, like, platform boots. And I had those on. And then I had my brown, like, plaid coat on. So I was like, fuck it. So I literally put my stuff back, my all black back on, and then I put my brown plaid jacket over my shoulders. Instead of putting it on, I put it over my shoulders so it can like fall, right? And then I had my green cross, dead smack in the middle. And I'm there, and this is, like I said, my third time walking out. So I got that shit down packed. And when I stepped out there, the motherfucking host was talking like, this is it. And she go, oh. She had to pause for a second because the way I stepped out there, I really ran that motherfucker. I was like, yeah, third time's a charm, bitch. And I walked out there and I slayed that shit. Motherfucker was like, yes, go. Yes. They was all that. And then that happened and we all ended that shit and everything was done. Bro, when I tell you I went through so much during that time, I'm just like, first off, I had, in the beginning, for those that did not know, in the beginning when or for those that weren't here, in the beginning when I literally was like getting off the bus and stuff like that, and I was having that moment where, like, should I go back? Should I stay? What should I do? Then having that moment, and then to the point where I'm there, and I'm just like, dang, I made a mistake, this, and the third, blah, blah, blah. But then at the same time, I still had to go there and stand tall and walk the runway and strut my stuff like that, bro. That is the model of life, bro. That is literally the model of life. Modeling literally taught me in life. Like, that is the model of life. Even though there's chaos that's going around, even though you're in fear, you're afraid, you don't know what you should do, you don't know if you should go back, if you should go back or if you should keep going forward. You don't know, like, you made a mistake, you don't know if you should keep doing it. And not only that, you make another mistake, and you're like, damn, you feel bad for yourself because of the mistakes that you made. And then at the same time, you have to stand tall and still keep going and still keep going and still keep going and still keep going. Like, bro, that is the model of life, bro. Even though you feel afraid, even though you feel like, damn, I made a mistake, I shouldn't even be doing this, maybe I should stop, maybe I shouldn't keep going, maybe I should this, maybe I should that, maybe. But you still stand tall, you still keep going forward. That's the model of life. Even though it's chaotic, even though it's crazy, stand tall. Keep your motherfucking back straight. Let these motherfuckers know, yeah, I might have made a mistake. Yeah, I might have messed up. Yeah, this might have had taken fear on me for a second. Yeah, I might have fallen for a second. Yeah, I might have done something that I didn't know what I should have done for a second. But I'm going to still keep moving forward. I'm going to still keep doing me. I'm going to still keep strutting my shit. Because I know in the end, it's going to be marvelous. Thank you, God. In the end, it's going to be marvelous. Even though it's chaotic behind the scenes, in the end, it's going to be marvelous. So keep moving forward. That is the model of life. Keep moving forward. Head high, back straight, looking like the model, looking like the baddest, looking like the icon, looking like the motherfucker that you are. Stand tall and remember who you are. And remember that is the model of life. There are going to be times where it's chaotic. There's going to be times where it's crazy. There's going to be times where you feel like, damn, I shouldn't be doing this. Damn, I made a mistake. Damn, should I do it again? What should I do? I don't know and not only that, shit getting thrown at you. What do you mean I gotta do this? What do you mean I have to come up with something on the spot like that? What do you mean? It's like that. The model of life, bro, is crazy. But you got it. We got it, bro. The question is, are you going to follow the model of life and allow yourself to grow and be better and do this, or let the model of life destroy you and kick you to the curb, to the wayside, and be like, you can't handle this. You can't handle life. You can't handle these situations that's getting thrown at you. You can't handle it. Why? Because you're weak. Why? Because life happens, bro. You gotta understand, it's okay to be weak. There's moments that we're going to be weak. It's life. It's the model of life, bro. It's the model of life. You're going to go through a lot of shit, but you still gotta move forward. You still gotta do that shit. Especially if you want the marvelous outcome. Especially if you want things to go good for you. Especially if you don't want to stay stuck in one spot. You still gotta keep moving forward. You still gotta keep doing it. Through fear and all, through the mistakes and all, through the downfalls and all, you still gotta keep going. You still gotta keep moving. You still gotta keep thriving. You still got to keep taking those steps. That's the model of life, my love. So, are you gonna follow the model of life? Or is you going to allow that model to destroy you? It's up to you to decide. But I believe in you. I believe that you can conquer that shit, right? But that's about it, y'all. Before my motherfucking phone died. What percentage am I on? Ooh, 13. It just went to 12. 13, 12%. That's crazy. But yeah, y'all. That's about it. There's nothing else to say. That's the model of life. Anyway. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my channel for more content like this. Yes, I'm saying that shit again. I really don't care if you follow me. I really don't care if you if you like my shit and you know, are truly okay with my shit, cool, thank you. You know, I really appreciate that shit. But for those that just look at me and stalk me, bitch, get a life. Like, at least like the bitch. You know what I'm saying? At least like the bitch. Like, you know, like, I like it. Like, at least, you know, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you know, I hope you had a blessed day today, and if you didn't, I hope you have a blessed day tomorrow. You know, keep growing, keep shining, keep thriving, keep doing you, keep being the best that you can. Do not give up. Do not let these haters stop you. The model of life is you gotta keep going no matter what. So keep going and show these haters that nothing can stop you. You are strong. The baddest of the motherfucking bad, bitch. But, yeah, that's about it, y'all. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. I'm finna go do what I'm doing. Peace out, y'all.